Okay, well, I'm very excited to be joined by former Nen Daiko member Josh Chamot, and he was a member of Nen Daiko from 2002 to 2005. So we're going to ask Josh some questions about his memories from that time. So thank you so much, Josh, for making the time.
Yeah, Carla, thanks so much for doing this.
Excellent. Okay, so our first question is, what brought you to Nen Daiko? Why did you think this would be a fun thing to do?
So Greg and I have known each other, Greg Nakamura and I have known each other since middle school, and we actually met even earlier. Maya and I went to a science summer camp way back in like fifth grade, sixth grade, something like that, fourth grade. And so we've known each other a long time. And when I got back to the DC area from graduate school in about 2001, he told me about Nen Daiko, talked about it, and it just sounded like this amazing thing. So went out, saw what it was, really just kind of fell in love with it. It's a family, right? And joined the family, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful few years.
Excellent. Cool. And it's been a while, but did you have a favorite song that you would play when you were a member of Nen Daiko, and why was it your favorite?
Yeah, the I don't remember the name. Dome, 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 dome. It was just this. It's the one where everybody's at the castle. Clouds are
Oh,
falling in.
Kasumi. Yeah, the
Awesome.
castle. Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. Just a powerful moment every time you perform that piece. And to be a part of the group in that moment, just an amazing, amazing feeling. And the audience would respond, and everybody was on the same page. And it was a great thing, and I miss that terribly.
Yeah, that's a good song. It's a fun one to play. Excellent. But it's more on the serious end of things in terms
It's
of our
very much serious, but it also just encapsulates the power of what we're doing. It just kind of everybody experiences it and feels it, and it just moves you.
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. And I don't know if you remember some of the performances that you did, but do you have a memorable performance that you could tell us about?
I think at the top of the list were the performances for Sakura Matsuri, particularly at the Jefferson Memorial. Growing up in DC, um, all of that has meaning, and to be a part of it, to be on the stage, to be bringing that to people and sharing that with people, and just being again part of this family up on stage, being Nen Daiko was incredible. And the weird twist to it was, and I think Wally mentioned this too, one year for the Sakura Matsuri advertising, they did posters all over Metro Center, and the only Nen Daiko folk on it were Wally and I playing on posters all over the place. And it was pretty cool. I can't tell you what it's like to walk into a Metro Center and be like, wait a minute, that's me and Wally with some, hitting onto it with getting ready for Sakura Matsuri. So I was just, it just all wraps together into just this amazing time. I also really enjoyed the sushi sake nights. I just really thought those were, it was great to be, I'm in the band, you're at this thing and I'm with the band. And then afterwards, you just go around trying this amazing food and having some of the drinks. It was really incredible. First one we did, I believe, was at National Geographic. And then we did some at the Mandarin. And then I can't remember where else it might have migrated, but just really amazing, amazing evenings and a great time to spend with everybody in the group.
Yes, I got to do one of those, and it was really delicious afterwards
Yeah.
after the performance. Okay, cool. And I'm wondering if you had a favorite part of being a Nen Daiko member. What aspect of that was your favorite?
It's being there with everybody. It really is it's a family on top of everything else. It is Nen Daiko, when you're with Nen Daiko, you are with Nen Daiko and you are part of this commitment, and we care about each other and we help each other, and we just find ways to grow as a group and as for our audiences and for each other. And it's just impossible to really describe, but incredible to experience. I really cherish that time. I miss it. And but I'm glad that I was able to do it, and I've kept the memories really just really close.
Nice. Well, I mean, a perfect performance is great, but often not memorable. So I wonder if you have any stories of situations where things didn't go quite as planned and there was some issues that happened, but the group handled it in some creative way. Do you have any stories like that?
Well, the most common thing is Emily losing her bocce, although I'm not sure if that still happens, but that was always always a great thing when it would happen because she just would get so into it and was awesome.
When
But
you say losing, you mean she would throw them or they
oh
would
yeah, yeah, it would projectile, and it was fantastic. I'm sure at this point she's found tricks to hold on tight, but that was always great. I think the only sort of unexpected was always the cold. You never know, particularly with the cherry blossom festivals, and what is the weather going to be. And one in particular that I remember, I can't remember his name, but one of the top sumo wrestlers was there as well. It just sticks in my head. But it was hella cold, and we were all struggling. But you do what you got to do, and we pulled through. But I do remember that.
Yes, and back then you wore the uniforms that were open in the back, right? Like
Oh,
you're
it was, yeah, there was, yeah, you're not wearing much. And yeah, no shirt, no, yeah.
yes. I mean now we have hoppy coats that cover the
Oh,
back.
really? Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So we have it
Luxury.
easy in comparison to
Yeah.
you. Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, this is a harder question, but what is something that you learned about yourself or the world by being an Nen Daiko member?
I mean, I think there a range of things that I learned through Nen Daiko. I think on a global scale, you learn about so much of the culture of taiko, about Ekoji and Buddhism, about people, about individual experiences. It was eye-opening and heartening and just incredible. And individually, um, I learned I could do it. It was one of those things where, you start out and you try to hit the drum and you're not hitting it right, you're not hitting it right, you're not hitting it right. And, you have a nice Odaiko in front of you and you're just, wailing on it, but nothing happens. And, you really kind of start learning and feeling, and then all of a sudden you're doing it. And then you realize that you can do these things, that you can have this experience that's everything that then comes from that point forward. So it was rewarding in so many ways to grow within Taiko at the time, and have that fused with all of this just this rich cultural growth in being a part of just the group and the team and the family.
Okay, cool. I think our last question is, what would be your hopes for Nen Daiko's next 30 years?
I think we'll see 30 years. I think Nen Daiko has created a legacy, and that legacy is going to continue. And I don't see it so much as a hope. I see it as a fact at this point, and it's exciting to see. The ensemble is incredibly talented. It's amazing to watch, to see the performances and see how the ensemble has grown and matured and just really become a fixture in DC, and really in the taiko community. So yeah, I think the next 30 years it's going to be something to watch.
Excellent. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just I miss everybody. I'm really sorry not to be there. I wish I was there. I'm there in spirit and in heart. I'm hoping beyond hope that I can physically get up there. But if not, please have some pizza for me and pretend I'm in the room blasting on the hero guy. And hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later that I can come up and see everybody again.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Josh.
Thanks for having me do this. This was awesome. Thanks, Carla.